Hello and welcome to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with the house and not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Calista Miller, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, my book which outlines all of my strategies on how I've been able to obtain anywhere between a 30 to 40 plus or even more percent ROI season after season across multiple sports leagues. It's all here in this book, and I am sending out signed copies. If you go to my website, arielcalista.com, and check out my store, I have signed copies of Sports Betting Illuminated for you there at arielcalista.com, and that's it. Hello and welcome everyone to the live show tonight. It is so nice seeing all of you. Hello Sharp, hello David, hello Derek and Brian. Oh, it is a great day to win some wagers. Hello Super Pro, it's nice seeing you. Now, as you know, before I get started, it's time to sit back, relax, and get our minds ready to win some wagers. Did they really? Oh my god, this must have happened just now. Wow, okay. Wow. Cheers to that, and I am going to be enjoying some snow cap. Wow, a 3-year deal? Did they hire his kid as well, or? I'm just wondering now. I'm very involved in this story. Of course. Of course. Well, that makes sense now. Doesn't it, guys? We've been following along this story with all of the daily report emails, which everyone watching this live stream right now can sign up for right now just by going to arielcalista.com and then clicking on the button that says stay in touch. It's right there, right on the front page. Really easy to get to. It's a big button right in red and it says stay in touch. You'll get my free daily emails, which have all of the sports news, the line analysis, breakdowns on all of the main games, my picks of the day, pictures of me every day, and there is so much more in there. So please join because it's a lot of fun, and there's also a lot of good information that you won't find anywhere else. Many good winning wagers in this place of the day. Let's just keep it going. Oh, you guys are savage. Well, tonight I have a little bit of a beer that I'm drinking, switching things up. Usually I'm doing kind of a wine thing, but you know, sometimes a nice cold beer is good every once in a while. I don't know. What do you guys do to relax? Let me know. Man, this snow cap strain is really like the perfect hybrid strain. It's crossed between Snow White and Haze, and it's kind of upbeat, but not too much of a high THC content, like a nice balance of THC and CBG. So it's great for like medical marijuana patients as well. good for people with like anxiety or depression. So I'm definitely chilling pretty hard tonight. And honestly, part of the reason behind this is it's just a bad card tonight. I was looking through all of these games, and honestly, there's really not a lot of action that I would participate in. Really just not like a lot of great plays. And you know, on this podcast, I always like delivering you high quality content. And tonight was just a bad card. So I was thinking tonight we could do something a little different. This is, you know, switching it up a little bit. I haven't done this before, but tonight, because it is such a bad card, I thought we would take a look at where the pros are putting their money. And there are several spots that I've outlined where it looks like all the pros are moving. Me personally, the house just really isn't taking that big of a stand from what I've seen. So I'm not feeling super confident about really any of the games on the board. And you know, tomorrow night's football game is pretty much dead on the board, I'm not going to lie. Ooh, you know, it's sometimes okay to take a little bit of time off, especially as these numbers, you know, get tight or, you know, get shaky. And yeah, it's a good approach. I agree 100%. Taking time off and like knowing how to take time off from gambling and betting, that's like responsible gambling all the way. So I love that. I'm so proud of you. Let's keep it rolling. So let's discuss some of the pro money here tonight. Hey DJ Ray. Okay, so this game I actually like that I'm starting off with here, and I would consider playing it. And that's the University of Kentucky minus 31.5 versus Colgate. There's level 3 pro money here, so I'm seeing the largest amount of pro money here so far. Yeah, largest amount of pro money on these games. Hey, Mendoza Griffith, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming to Sports Betting Illuminated. So tonight I'm doing something a little different, just showing you guys where the pro money is right now. I don't really have a lot of games that I like tonight. You know, I agree with you, Brian. Like, you know, taking a step back and, you know, really just being able to enjoy the games and evaluate them and adjust your strategy so that they're even better, it's really important. And thank you so much, DJ Ray, for reminding everyone to hit the like button. Please, it helps me in the algorithm. It's free. And I am a small creator, so, you know, growing and, you know, getting those likes and stuff, it does help grow our community and, you know, allow Sports Betting Illuminated to grow with even more handicappers or even just beginners or anyone. I think that's what's pretty cool about our show. And you're right, DJ Ray just linked the Stay in Touch box right there where you could sign up for my free daily emails. Those are great. They have my picks of the day and pics of me every day, so it is pretty great. And they're free, and they go out every single day. Thank you so much. Yes, please check out my emails. Make sure to sign up for them. It's super easy to join, and you'll never get like bombarded with spam. Your information is always private. And it's a great resource, so seriously. But yeah, looking at these games tonight with the pro money, University of Kentucky minus 31.5 versus Colgate. I mean, University of Kentucky right now has the largest amount of pro money so far with level 3 pro money, and the pro money is looking pretty sharp, so I kind of like that. I would actually play this, so yeah. So you guys know how I'm feeling about this game. I would play this, and a lot of pro money here. Now moving on to the second game, where I'm seeing a bit of pro money showing up, but truthfully, there's not a lot of bets going on in this game. Not a lot of players are showing up to, put their money on this. There's only just almost 2,000 bets on this game. Hey, James, Super James, it's nice seeing you. Thanks for coming. So, almost 2,000 bets in this game. Not a lot of people are playing this at all, though there is level 3 pro money starting to show up, and it's showing up on University of Louisiana Monroe, minus 12. Level 3 pro money is sitting there right now versus Arkansas Pine Bluff. So not a lot of action going on here, but it is interesting seeing where some of this pro money is getting played, and that's one of the spots. Alright, now let's talk about one of the games with the highest amount of pro action on the board tonight. And this is Nevada, minus 11.5. And right now there's level 2 money here. So Nevada is facing off against San Diego State. There's a lot of bets in this game. Over 5,000 bets in this game, so a lot of people, a lot of sharp money is kind of flooding into Nevada right now. So I like to see this. It is pretty interesting, and yeah, that's where all of the professional sharp money is right now. For me personally, like I said before, it's a bad card tonight. I'm not crazy about anything here, but if I were to play a game out of all of these, I do like University of Kentucky. So there you have it. No? Oh, cool! I'm so glad you're joining in from Twitch. My Twitch is kind of dead. So I would love if more people join in from Twitch all the time. And let's grow that platform as well. Alright, well, it is time for the 2-minute drill. I'm excited for you guys to see it, and let's get started. By the way, this one's going to be really interesting, so if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. Alright, let's get started. When it comes to player props, single stat categories offer a clearer path to success than combo props. For example, points plus rebounds or assists plus steals. While combo props might look enticing, they come with challenges that every savvy bettor should carefully consider. The first challenge, the compounded uncertainty. Combo props combine multiple stats, each with its own unpredictability. For instance, a player's scoring depends on factors like shot volume and defensive matchups, while rebounding depends on pace, positioning, and the opponent's shooting efficiency. Combining these stats increases variability, making it harder to predict outcomes accurately. The next challenge with combo props is their limited correlation. Not all stats in combo props are strongly correlated. A playmaker might accumulate both points and assists on a good night, but other combos, like points and rebounds, might lack synergy. For example, a high-scoring game could mean less rebounding due to fatigue or even a shift in focus. Weak correlations make combo props much riskier. And the third challenge with these props is their inflated margins for sportsbooks. Sportsbooks often bake higher margins into combo props, creating less value for the bettors. These bets might appear less sharp than single stat lines, but the added uncertainty tips the odds in favor of the house. The next challenge of combo props is they could lead to you having a skewed perception of value. Combo props can seem appealing because of the potential overlap, like a player excelling in both points and assists. However, this overlap is often inconsistent, leading bettors to overestimate their chances of hitting both stats simultaneously. And lastly, single stat props offer more control. With single stat props, you can focus on specific matchups and trends. For example, you might predict a rebound heavy night against a smaller lineup, or an assist spike against poor perimeter defense. Targeting one stat simplifies your analysis and gives you better odds of finding value. While combo props are fun and flashy, they often overcomplicate betting. Stick to single stat categories for trends, matchups, and team dynamics are clearer, giving you a stronger edge against the house. I hope you guys enjoyed that 2-minute drill, and of course if you have any questions or you have questions that you think of later, feel free to email me just by replying to any of my emails on the daily report, or I have plenty of contact forms at arielcalista.com as well. Thanks. I'm back now. All right. Thank you. I do feel like sometimes I am bringing a new flavor to sports betting tips that you just don't really see too often out there. I don't know. It is a little different, but you also don't see too many sports betting tips out there either. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for all the hearts. Most people don't want to share their secrets and strategies. I think that's a great idea, Tyler. Honestly, it really is such a bad card today. I think that's what we're all doing. I mean, the fact that I've seen so many people in the chat saying we're just staying away today, we're taking a little bit of a break. I think this is really smart. It just shows we're all like responsible bettors over here, and I love that. I want to keep this going for us because smart betting is how you truly become a professional. And you know, if the play isn't there, you don't have to play it. Seriously, don't try to force it, you know? I'm so glad. Exactly. Sorry. I was just looking at some of my stats and clicked the wrong button. Okay. A little bit of a technical difficulty tonight, but that's okay because right now we are going into round 1 of the national championships, and I am going to give you a few games and show you exactly where the pros are playing right now. A little bit crossfaded, definitely. But it's okay. It's okay. We're all having fun here on the stream. No one is getting judged, right? We're all having a good time, enjoying some cannabis, or I guess, yeah, okay. It is a crossfaded stream. But we're all adults here, so that's okay. And it's legal. Don't forget that. All right. Now let's talk about some of the pro money that's going on here and the way that the pros are playing these games. I am looking at Tennessee versus Ohio State. Everyone's talking about this game. But what I'm really interested in here is what are the sharps doing? And let's follow the sharp money. Right now, Tennessee plus 7.5 has level 1 sharp money on it. So it is starting to go to Tennessee. Pretty interesting. Okay, well, you know, Ohio State, you know, they still might win, but will they cover? I don't know. Now, I'm also looking at Indiana versus Notre Dame. Now, this is a big matchup. This is also sitting at Indiana plus 7.5 right now, same as Tennessee. But here there's strong money coming in on Indiana plus 7.5. So right now, you know, it is kind of interesting how this is happening in both the Tennessee game and this Indiana game. So I like that. Snowcap strain is a twisty. Plus I like the name. It's getting a little chilly outside, so celebrate with some snowcap. Now, this awaited game, SMU versus Penn State. This is looking very interesting because some true pro money is showing up here. I would say even more than, you know, any of the other games I just talked about, you know, in the national championships. Penn State minus 8.5 has level 1 pro money on it right now. I think Rumble should be up, right? You know what? Yeah, I've seen a few messages from Rumble. Yeah, I got everything figured out with Rumble and making sure my stream is going up everywhere smoothly. Okay, so I do like how this money is coming in on Penn State right now. And I've been looking at, you know, some various predictive AI models, and a lot of these models have Penn State playing against Oregon in the finals. So this is something to consider. Think about this as well. And that's kind of what some of these AI models are popping out right now. So, you know, think about that. And finally, there has been some serious pro money coming in on Texas against Clemson. Texas is sitting at minus 11.5 right now, and there's level 1 pro money, and there's a lot of pro money on Texas. So that's what all the pros are doing. That is an interesting feeling. It might be right, but yeah, I could see I mean I could see Penn State playing against Oregon. Yeah. You know, it is very possible that Notre Dame could make a wave or two. But honestly, I just don't really have too much of a feeling about an opinion on these games in particular. You know, I'm watching carefully what the money is doing and of course what Las Vegas is doing. That pretty much summarizes what the pro money is doing right now, and I did think it was kind of interesting that AI was popping out Penn State playing Oregon. So I kind of like that. Well, this might be a good play. All right. So yeah, that's really all I have there. Let's move on to the cannabis corner. I do have some statements, and of course you can pick out which ones are true and which ones are false. 3 of them are true. And I thought just to make it easier for everyone, you know, you could throw in just like the first letter of the statement, and let's do some guessing. Okay. So the first statement is George Washington grew cannabis on his farm. True or false? Let me know in the comments, and you know, I'm excited to see if you get this right. The second statement is in the 1800s, cannabis tinctures were commonly sold in pharmacies. The third statement, you know, I'm really haven't seen too much of anything going on, but let me just update my numbers here and really let you know, like, if I'm seeing anything develop early. All right, everyone, keep looking at some of these statements and let me know what you think. Just not a lot happening there, I would say, Ben. I mean, if anything, I would say the total is starting to creep up, but to me, I would like to see it move a little bit more. But it is on the move. It does look like they're just kind of balancing the money right now, so I don't have an opinion, you know, even with all of the fresh money action and numbers and stuff. Just, you know, it's kind of not there right now. Okay, wow, you guys are doing amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you put in TF, that's very common. TF. Okay. Well, we will see. Okay. So eating raw cannabis will get you high. True or false? Next, THC can remain detectable in your system for up to 30 days after use. True or false? Sativa strains are always energizing. Holding in a hit of cannabis smoke gets you higher longer. And all cannabis plants smell the same. Let me know what you guys think. Ooh, a lot of T's. Well, let me tell you, the T's are correct. THC can remain detectable in your system for up to 30 days after use. That is very true. I think the terpenes would be pretty offended by that. Terpenes don't like that. They're like, there's hundreds of thousands of us. At least 80,000 documented ones, and probably a whole lot more that we haven't documented so far. The natural world is fascinating, after all. Thanks for all the emojis. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So, George Washington grew cannabis on his farm. That is true. Can you believe it? George Washington grew cannabis on his farm. If that's not patriotic, I don't know what is. If that doesn't make you feel like this was important to the foundations of America and society, I mean, come on. We've been telling stories about George Washington, making up stories about him. But what was he truly doing? What do we have evidence of? We have evidence that he was growing cannabis on his farm, and that's amazing. I mean, it makes me wish cannabis was in the Constitution, don't you wish? Like, an undeniable right. Well, a girl can hope and dream, right? Alright, the next statement. In the 1800s, cannabis tinctures were commonly sold in pharmacies. That is completely true. They were commonly sold in pharmacies as, you know, medicinal herbs, you know, things that you could consume or put topically on your body. And people people use this the way that it's intended to be used, to help people. So I kind of love that. That just shows how one guy, you know, can really start a whole rumor about cannabis and alienate this plant in such like a terrible way through like the power of newspaper at the time. But that was the only source of media that anyone had at the time, and you know, it could go from something that was sold everywhere, that everyone was growing on their farm, that the first president of the United States was growing, to something that people are locking people in jail for forever. So that's my little rant there. And finally, you guys all got this right. THC can remain detectable in your system for up to 30 days. Those are all true, and all of the other statements were false. So when someone says eating raw cannabis will get them high or their dog high or something, now you know that's a myth. Sativa strains are always energizing. That's a myth. It depends more on the terpenes that the strain has and the various cannabinoids that's in the strain, rather than designating it as sativa or indica or even a hybrid. Holding in a hit of cannabis smoke longer gets you higher is a myth, because most THC is absorbed quickly into your body. And of course, as we know, from every cannabis plant, terpenes vary widely. So, yeah, but that's all I have for you for the cannabis game. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, I'm going to have another quick hit of Snowcap. As you guys can see, it's been a little bit of a fun night here. That was good. Now, I mentioned this earlier, but tomorrow night's football game is pretty much done on the board. I am not seeing anything happening there. Nothing's really developing for me, in my opinion, and if I had an action bet in the NBA tournament tonight, I would take the Atlanta Hawks plus 8.5. That is some good stuff. It is some good stuff. Yeah, that would be kind of my action bet in the NBA tonight. But other than that, you know, like you guys, it's kind of one of those weird weeks where, you know, I think it's good to take a step back and really, you know, don't try to force a bet if it's not there. Like, wait until something develops and, you know, put your money in a smart place, because you work hard for it, and, you know, being a professional bettor is about having an ROI that increases over time, not just about impulsively placing a bet because you felt like placing a bet, or it's your favorite team playing, or, you know, you just feel like it that night, or I don't know. It's about making a good strategy and also knowing when sometimes the bet's just not there. And tonight, I think it was really fun what we did, going over all of the pro action and going over the pro action, seeing what the pros are doing. But truthfully, you know, I am treading lightly like all of you guys. I'm not really crazy about any of these plays, but, you know, I've given you some action bets. I've given you some bets that I really like tonight, and honestly, yeah, I would say probably one of the games that I would really consider playing is University of Kentucky minus 31.5 versus Colgate. And then, you know, the other action bet that I like is the Hawks plus 8.5. So, you know where all the pro money is going. You know, now you know how to look at it, make an analysis, and see that there's some significant money going on. And then, of course, as you look at these bets, make sure to evaluate it wisely. You know, apply your strategy, apply numbers to it, and yeah, good luck. Happy wagering. Oh yeah, playing with the house money. And in fact, I can't wait to show you guys in just a few days on just exactly how I've really been able to play with the house money since the beginning of getting started in sports betting, and how I've been able to increase like my bet size, my unit size over time just by playing with house money. And how it started there and how I won and then won the next one. And you know, I have all of these statistics that I track very carefully, and I can't wait to outline it for all of you because I already have some stuff written out, and I'm really excited to share it with all of you because you will see just exactly how profitable playing with a house could be. And so that's my message for tonight. And you know, if the house isn't making a big stand on things, then that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. And you know, just a bad card today, but that's okay. We're gonna bet smart, and you know, we're gonna look for the right plays. All right, everyone. Whoa, wild money hitting the totals. This is really interesting. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like the pro bettors are finally coming around and hitting the totals. Well, I don't have time to do a full analysis of everything right now and across all the leagues, but I would love to check this out, and I highly suggest you guys check it out too. There's a lot of places you could go out there, some that are free, some that you pay for, you know, like small monthly fees that, you know, show you exactly where the money is going. And if you have any questions, of course, on being able to read it or analyze it, always feel free to reach out to me. My inbox is always open and I'm here to help. Well, all right, everyone. I had a great evening with all of you, and I can't wait to see you all back here on Sunday morning, bright and early at 11 a.m. Eastern. And if you haven't given this video a thumbs up already, please do that. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course sign up for my free daily emails. It is a great resource, and everyone following along is always, well, just read the comments here in this video. It's a great thing, and if you need proof, just rewind a few minutes. It's all right here. So make sure to check it out at arielcalista.com. Get your copy of Sports Betting Illuminated in your hands, signed by me, available at the arielcalista.com store. Thank you so much, everyone, and I hope you all have a wonderful, great evening. Thank you.